Making the Case for Reducing Energy Consumption at Walla Walla Community College by Lisa Chamberlain. Walla Walla Community College is an award-winning school serving approximately 5,000 full and part-time students. Established in 1967, the college sits on an attractive 130-acre campus on the edge of Titus Creek with views of the Blue Mountains. 43% of the students are currently in workforce-related programs. With a growing part-time demographic, the college strives to provide flexible programming in multiple modalities to help students achieve their goals. The college also serves as an economic hub for the Walla Walla Valley as its third largest employer and entrepreneurial incubator. It is a leader in the state for establishing public-private partnerships to better serve its students and community needs. Despite having an altruistic mission, higher education must operate as a business. In that respect, managing the social and environmental costs of sustainability is a focus. Institutional planners can point to numerous studies and resources in their efforts to combat rising energy costs. Colder winters and hotter summers contribute to Walla Walla Community College's energy use in lighting, heating, and air conditioning. The current commercial energy cost is 0.0768 cents per kilowatt hour. The energy costs, all types of energy, reported in 2017 was $912,921. This was 3% of the total revenue of the college. Alignment of sustainable goals. Walla Walla Community College's sustainability efforts are highly aligned. Along with the creation of a Water and Environmental Center to serve as the nexus of environmental best practice leadership in the institution, community, and statewide, the college established a 3-year cycle of sustainability planning. This focus led to highly intentional alignment with state initiatives, the college's core themes, and the resulting sustainable priorities for the campus. Environmentally, the college focuses on energy and water consumption, while socially, the efforts tie to education of best practices. Our core theme, resource stewardship, covers natural and human resources. Our sustainable priorities for 2018 to 2021 include energy and water efficiency, healthy built and landscaped environments, waste management, and the education of students, campus, and community on adopting these best practices. Social sustainability. Under the natural and human resource stewardship, the social priorities for sustainability have the following measurable goals. Establish an applied bachelor's degree in sustainability. Include sustainability goals and efforts in all outreaching and marketing materials. Establishing a CESTI award for internal recognition of sustainability efforts, and promoting the Water and Environmental Center as a community resource for sustainable practices. WWCC believes the first step in making change for a more sustainable environment is to get everyone to understand the issues and the potential solutions. The college established a measurable goal of increasing student, campus, and community awareness of these best practices. This work is ongoing and supported through the efforts of the Sustainability Committee, the Dean of Workforce, the Director of the Water and Environmental Center, and other leadership within the college advising and outreach departments. One key indicator of the educational efforts for students and the community is the launch of the college's first bachelor degree in sustainable agriculture. Not only will this degree provide students with more knowledge, but also the community as graduates move to the agricultural workforce in this farming valley. Motivating employees to contribute to best practices through the CESTI award is a fun way of encouraging environmentally efficient behavior. And the Water and Environmental Center building also serves as a catalyst for the community and a model of functional best practices in energy conservation and watershed management. The Water and Environmental Center at Walla Walla Community College is the pinnacle of sustainability efforts at WWCC. It serves as a functional model of green building standards, solar and wind energy recapture, and provides community education opportunities. It hosts annual educational fairs on energy efficiency and watershed management, including public-private partnerships with the Forestry Service and Umatilla tribes for environmental conservation. Lastly, the building hosts the new degree in sustainable agriculture. The work of educating the Walla Walla Valley, including institutional employees, on the value and best practices of sustainability leads to better efficiencies and easier change management when it comes to behavioral changes needed to address the institution's water and energy consumption. Environmental sustainability. As demonstrated in the sustainability worksheet developed by Bob Willard, the risk and benefit analysis of Walla Walla Community College addressing energy and water usage provides a large benefit. By manipulating the level of improvements, one can see the effect on the bottom line. Lowering the cost of energy consumption is a direct positive impact on the college's budget. In tight budget years, this kind of savings matters. Currently, the college spends 3% of its operating budget on energy. Even small reductions can equate to the value of an adjunct teaching position or the ability to offer a needed class. In this way, energy efficiency can directly impact student success. To reduce energy and water use, several measurable strategies should be considered. Some of these strategies have little to no cost involved in setting them up. These are marked by an asterisk. These low return on investment strategies can yield good energy and water use reduction. This kind of return is vital for Walla Walla Community College's tight budget and may help offset the cost of implementing some of the more expensive strategies. By addressing the areas the college has within its control, it can better manage the areas that are not within its control. Low-cost, high-reward practices are an institutional strategy that can lead to immediate gains for the institution without having to worry about the investment costs for an initiative acting as a roadblock to implementation. This low-hanging fruit is easy to pick. Two areas of low-hanging fruit related to energy efficiency are related to employee environments. Currently, no policy exists around the use of space heaters in offices. Additionally, many offices have large windows that act as magnifiers in the warm spring and summer months. These offices get overly hot in the summer and lose heat easily through those windows in the winter, making the spaces uncomfortable for employees and highly inefficient. By using reflective window film to reduce heat absorption in the summer and establishing a policy around the need for space heaters, the college can reduce costs while maintaining comfortable work environments. Space heaters, especially, are notorious for energy consumption and can be dangerous if left unattended. Establishing a policy that requires an energy audit of the space, which includes ambient office temperature, effectiveness of current heating, and safe space for use of a space heater before allowing one to be used, will lead to many less space heaters at Walla Walla Community College. According to Shane Loper, Director of Facilities at the college, audit findings will include recommendations for effectively warming workspaces, arranging desks away from windows, use of air vent directors, etc. Managing the ambient temperature is not only economically important, but it also may affect how employees work with students. In a study on workplace temperatures, Belkin and Calciocchi found workers became less likely to help customers as the workplace temperature rose. Employees in hot offices may be less inclined to provide students the support they need as the sun radiates in large windowed offices. In a human resources survey, employees also reported less productivity if the workplace was too cold, while the study by Sakalaris et al. Suggested giving employees control of their work environment temperature to increase satisfaction. WWCC needs to manage expectations of employee control of the office environment while improving energy efficiency. To measure the impact of these strategies and the resulting savings on utility bills, it's important to take into consideration the variables each year. Walla Walla Community College can't control for the weather or the price it is being charged for energy each year, which makes measuring the return on investment on energy reduction difficult to compare year on year. Colder winters require more heat, hotter summers require more cooling and water usage, and the price which the energy may be sold at a higher or lower rate every year. What the college can measure is the usage, kilowatt hour, and correlate the reductions in usage to energy reduction strategies. Leaders can then view those against the kilowatt cost and the weather to see the kinds of savings being realized. Space heaters average 1,500 watts in usage. Employees utilize space heaters on the average of 6 hours per day in the late fall, winter, and early spring. Some who get chilled easily even use space heaters in the summer when they feel the air conditioning is set too high. At a rate of 7 cents per kilowatt hour, the cost for running the estimated 58 space heaters runs to roughly $3,600 annually. By creating a policy requiring a thermal audit and instituting best practices in airflow, the projection of a 2/3 reduction in space heater users may be realized, with a 38% savings in associated energy usage and cost. It is estimated the reflective window film provides a 0.75% reduction in heating. Converting that reduction to an estimated reduction in energy cooling costs suggests a savings of more than $6,000 for the first set of 25 windows, and more than $12,000 when all 50 windows are covered. There will be an initial one-time expense per window. However, the savings happen annually, so the window filming pays for itself in the first 6 months. Change management. While organizational change in higher education can sometimes meet with strong resistance, there are bright spots when it comes to engaging and promoting sustainability. Kuhlman, Lozano, and Alessano Almeida found that just the act of reporting sustainability initiatives led to increased awareness and improvements in communication. Walla Walla Community College has experienced similar results with the publication of the core themes and sustainability plan. In managing anxiety around the changes for sustainability, Kotter's model for change provides guidance. The Sustainability Plan, Sustainability Committee, core themes, and leadership messaging around them meet the first 4 steps of the model. 1. A sense of urgency. 2. Guiding coalition. 3. Creating a vision. And 4. Communicating that vision. The plan to allow office workers to request thermal audits and installation of reflective film to create a comfortable office space empowers them to act, which is Kotter's Step 5. And the resulting more comfortable office is a short-term win, while energy savings and increased satisfaction are long-term wins, which is Step 6. The continuous cycle of improvement provided by measuring the outcomes and institutionalizing practices that work complete Kotter's change model of Step 7 and 8. The college leadership remains thoughtful and intentional around organizational change as it implements sustainable practices. Conclusion. When it comes to sustainability, Walla Walla Community College is on the right track. It currently promotes sustainable practices for energy efficiency and social equity through its sustainability plan and the efforts of the Water and Environmental Center. These efforts support economic development in both the Walla Walla Valley and are as far-reaching as improving water and farming practices in sub-Saharan Africa through public-private partnerships. Even while it is on the right track, the college remains burdened by statewide budget cuts to higher education. The college can continue on its efforts in sustainability even during the lean years by targeting low-cost, high-reward actions like implementing policies around the use of space heaters and reducing cooling costs by the installation of reflective window film on offices with large windows. Motivating employees to be engaged in the process through communication, awards, and short and long-term wins will help make the positive changes permanent. Thank you.